about the last good one. Joe and I broke up.
What?
When? Monday.
You waited 3 days to tell us?
You mean Joe's available?
For God's sake, Marie, don't you have any feelings about this? She's obviously upset.
I'm not that upset. We've been growing apart for a while.
But you were a couple. You were together. You had someone to go places with. You had a date on national holidays.
I said to myself, I said, you deserve more than this. You're 31 years old.
And the clock is
No, the clock doesn't really start ticking until you're 36.
God, you're in such great shape.
Well, I've had a few days to get used to it, and I feel okay.
good. Then you're ready.
Marie takes her Rolodex out of her satchel and starts to go through it.
Really? Marie.
How else do you think you do it?
She-
I've got the perfect guy.
You go out with her.
I've got someone.
You've got someone else also has.
I don't happen to find him attractive, but you might. She doesn't have a problem with chins.
Marie, I'm not ready yet.
I thought you just said you were over him.
I am over him. I'm just in a mourning period.
Alex Anderson.
This one from 6 years ago.
Okay. Ken Darman.
He's been married for over a year.
Really? Married.
Marie takes Ken Darman's Rolodex card and dog ears a corner of it and places it in a section at the back of it. She pulls out another card.
Wait, I got it.
Look, there is no point in my going out with someone if I might really like him, if I met him at the right time, but who right now has no chance of being anything but a transitional man.
Okay, but don't wait too long. Do you remember David Warsaw? His wife left him, and everyone said, give him some time, don't move in too fast. And 6 months later, he was dead.
What are you saying? I should marry someone right away in case he's about to die?
At least you can say you were married.
Oh!
I'm saying the right man for you might be out there right now, and if you don't grab him, someone else will. And you'll have to spend the rest of your life knowing that someone else is married to your husband.
Shea Stadium Day. A wave is in progress. It sweeps around the stadium and passes by Harry and his friend, Jess, sitting in the second deck surrounded by Mets fans. It's fall. They're both wearing jeans and windbreakers. Harry is very despondent.
When did this happen?
Friday. Ellen comes home, she says, I don't know if I want to be married anymore. You know, it's like the institution, like it's nothing personal, like it's just something she's thinking about in kind of a casual way. I'm calm, I say, why don't we think about it? Take some time, don't rush into anything. Next day she says, she's thought about it, she wants a trial separation. She just wants to try it, she says. You can still date, she says. Like this is supposed to cushion the blow. I mean, I got married so I could stop dating, so I don't see where we can still date is a big incentive. Since, as far as I'm concerned, the last thing you want to do is date your wife, who's supposed to love you, which is what I'm saying to her when it crosses my mind, maybe she doesn't. So I say, don't you love me anymore? And you know what she says? I don't know if I ever loved you.
A wave comes through the crowd and Harry and Jess stand and wave their hands.
Oh man, that's harsh.
They sit.
You don't bounce back from that kind of thing right away.
Thanks, Jess.
No, I'm a writer, I know dialogue, and that's particularly hard.
And then she says, she just found out that somebody at her office is going to South America. She can sublet his apartment. I can't believe it. I can't believe this, I say. And the doorbell rings. I can sublet his apartment. The words are still in the air. The words are still hanging there in a little balloon connected to her mouth. Yeah. And I get to the door and the movers are there. Now I'm starting to get suspicious and I say, when did you call the movers? She's not answering. I look at the movers and say, when did this lady book you for this gig? And they're standing there, 3 huge guys, right? One of them is wearing a t-shirt that says, don't fuck with Mr. Zero. And I say, when did you make this arrangement? And she says, a week ago. And I say, you've known this for a whole week and you didn't tell me. And she says, I didn't want to ruin your birthday.
A second wave comes through the crowd.
So you're saying Mr. Zero knew you were getting a divorce a week before you did?
Mr. Zero knew.
I can't believe this.
I haven't told you the bad part.
What could be worse than Mr. Zero knowing?
It's all a lie. She's in love with another guy, some tax attorney. She moved in with him.
How did you find out?
I followed her, and I stood outside the building.
Oh, Mary, it's so humiliating.
Tell me, standing on the street, the ultimate schmuck. I knew it would happen. The whole time I knew, though we were happy, It was just an illusion, and one day she'd kick the shit out of me.
Yeah, you know, marriages don't break up on account of infidelity. It's just a symptom that something else is wrong.
Oh, really? Well, that symptom is fucking my wife.
Another wave.
At least you got the apartment. What?
Shakespeare and Company, day. Sally and Marie stand in the bookstore in a section called Personal Relationships, a shelf full of books. Marie is looking at something like Smart Women, Foolish Choices. Sally's looking at something like Safe Sex in Dangerous Times.
So I just happened to see his American Express bill.
You just happened to see it.
Well, he was shaving and there it was in his briefcase.
What if he came out and started looking in his briefcase?
You're missing the point. I'm telling you what I found. He spent $120 on a nightgown for his wife. I don't think he's ever gonna leave her.
Nobody thinks he's ever gonna leave.
You're right, I know you're right. Someone is staring at you in personal growth.
Sally looks over and sees Harry.
I know him. You'd like him. He's married.
Who is he?
Harry Burns, political consultant.
He's cute. You think he's cute? How do you know he's married?
Because last time I saw him, he was getting married.
When was that?
6 years ago.
So he might not be married anymore.
Also, he's obnoxious.
This is just like in the movies. Remember, like in The Lady Vanishes, where she says to him, "You are the most obnoxious man
The
I've
most
ever met."
hateful.
And then they fell madly in love.
Also, he never remembers me.
Sally Albright. I thought it was you.
It is. And this is Marie. What was Marie?
Marie's exiting down the stairs. She waves.
How you doing?
Fine.
How's Joe?
Fine. I hear he's fine.
Not with Joe anymore.
You broke.
Oh, gee, that's too bad.
Well, yeah, you know, yeah.
What about you?
I'm fine.
How's married life?
Not so good. I'm getting a divorce.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. When did this happen?
Couple weeks ago.
It's right. June I broke up.
Isn't that amazing?
Really, everyone in New York breaks up this time of year.
Maybe it's the pressure of Halloween.
Yeah, you never know what to go as. What happened?
She left me. She fell in love with a tax attorney.
Oh, Sheldon.
A Sheldon. Oh, right. Well, Ira, actually, but it's the same.
I'm sorry, Harry.
Yeah, well, what are you gonna do? What happened with you guys?
Sally and Harry having coffee or maybe a glass of wine.
So when Joe and I started seeing each other, we wanted exactly the same thing. We wanted to live together. We weren't going to get married because every time we knew someone got married and ruined their relationship, they practically never had sex again. I mean, it's true. It's one of the secrets no one in the world ever tells you. I'd sit around with my girlfriends who had kids. Well, actually, my one girlfriend had kids, Alice. She complained about how she and Gary never did it anymore. She didn't even complain about it, actually, now that I think about it. They just said a matter of factly, they were up all night and they were both exhausted all the time. The kids took every sexual impulse they had out of them, and Joe and I used to talk about it. It's like, we're so lucky we have this wonderful relationship. We can have sex on the kitchen floor and not worry about the kids walking in. We can fly off to Rome at a moment's notice. And then one day, I was taking Alice's little girl for the afternoon. I promised to take her to the circus. You know, we were in a cab. And I spy, I spy a lamppost, I spy a mailbox. And she looks out the window, and there's this man and woman and two little kids. The man and one of the kids on his shoulders. And Alice's little girl says, "I spy a family." And I started to cry. I started crying, and I went home and I said, "The thing is, Joe, we never do fly off to Rome at a moment's notice."
What about the kitchen floor?
Not once. It's this very cold and hard, like Mexican ceramic tile. Anyway, we talked about it for a long time, and I said, "This is what I want." And he said, "Well, I don't." And I said, "I guess it's over." And he left. And the truth is, I'm really fine. I'm over him. I really am over him. That was it for him. That was the most he could give. Every time I think about it, I'm more and more convinced I did the right thing.
You sound really healthy.
Yeah.
Sally and Harry walking together. The sun is setting.
At least about the apartment.
Everyone says that to me too. But what's so hard about getting an apartment? You read the obituaries, you find out who died, you go see the doorman. They should put the two sections together. Real estate and obituaries. Mr. Klein died today, leaving a wife, 2 children, and a spacious 3-bedroom apartment with a wood-burning fireplace.